Hey everyone, welcome to my video. So today I'm doing a get ready with me type of video. I have just been kind of hanging around the house, went to the gym today, it's the weekend, and tonight I'm going out for dinner and it's really rainy, it's kind of dry weather, my skin's a little bit blur at the moment, getting kind of hormonal acne. That, or it may have just been the white wine I had yesterday, which was delicious, but ultimately very, very sugary. So yay, skin saying blur, and tonight I really want to look flawless and lovely. So what I've done is I've got like 3 layers of moisturizer on, sunscreen. I also have on my skin, I'll show you which one. It is Paula's Choice Resist. It's the hyaluronic acid booster. You probably can't see it, it's in a droplet form. It's really good for just like wrinkles and hydration, so I usually put it just around my eyes and then sometimes just sort of center of the forehead and let that really absorb. So my skin is really primed. As well as that, you may see that I've got a bit of a white kind of shadow tinge to my skin at the moment. That's because I've put on a, it's kind of like, I think it's meant to be for a sick sort of sore stomach. It's Thompson's tummy something. Anyway, I've referred to it in a previous video. It's really good for just holding back oil. Because my skin is oily combo, I really want to try and have a flawless look most of the night. I just need it to last for at least 4 hours, and then afterwards I really don't care anymore. Then I'll have a few wines in me, so I definitely won't care anymore. So that's my first primer. I'm then going to go ahead and pop on a second primer. What I'm using is the L'Oreal Infallible. It's the mattifying base. And as you can see, I've used about half. Really should have bought another one in the recent Chemist Warehouse sale, but whatevs. Anyway, I take about a really small pea-sized amount. First step after priming is I've got my wet faux beauty blender, and I'm going to go ahead and pop on my foundation, just matching the primer that I had on. It's L'Oreal. It's the Infallible 24-hour matte, and the color that I use is 11 Vanilla because I'm pasty. Alright, so I'm just popping ahead about that much in terms of my hand. And what I do is I just dot it on the skin and just in circular motions blend it out. I like this foundation because it is really buildable. My all-time favorite foundation though would have to be the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It feels so hydrating but not heavy. It's buildable, it's gorgeous, it's super duper expensive. No, not really, it's about the same price. Sorry, I just turned my heater off. I have readjusted the vents in the ceiling, turning off a few in some of the rooms I don't use, and the resulting sound that comes from the vents that are open is a lot louder. So I just turned that off now, and hopefully that wasn't too annoying. So anyway, as I was saying, with the concealer, you usually put it on when you're about to bake. So I'm now doing a bit of a reverse to my usual makeup routine where I usually conceal, then put on my foundation. So onto concealing. That was a long story. I'm using, like normal, the Thin Lizzy Concealer Cream in Oriental Doll. I'm going to use that same beauty blender. The goal here is just really to go underneath the eyes, drag down in a triangle with a tip pointing down the bottom, and then going just above to the hairline, above your cheekbone. So you want like a thick layer. So you can see it's quite easy, and then drag it right up to the eye. And then the other eye. This is about the 3rd time, disclaimer, this is the 3rd time I've baked. Now I've got a lot of concealer on my face. I'm going to go ahead, I saw this in Tati's YouTube video. She's really had a hankering and a liking for this particular loose face powder. She said it's quite cheap, but of course, cheap in America is usually expensive in Australia. It's the Coty Original Formula Airspun Loose Face Powder, and it's in translucent. It was kind of hard to get. I had to import it because by the time I saw that everyone was into it, the local most convenience stores were out of stock. It comes with a cute little puff that I would never use, but it's nice. I take off the actual lid because I really want to get the right amount instantly. it's very fragranced. I find that even though I will remove it, or mostly, I'll then smell like it for a little while. I don't mind the smell though, so if you did mind the smell, I guess you would have issues with this. So what I'm going to do is I've picked up with the same wet beauty blender the product. And my advice is close your eyes. Yes, I learned through trial and error. And I'm just patting it on. You want to pat on too much. Well, there's a fine line. Don't pat on way too much because you're going to waste it and it will be cakey. So you've got to try and monitor how you look in the mirror and go, okay, it's not completely blended in, but it's not sitting there in a really thick layer, because you want it to bake into your skin. The goal is you pop it on, walk away for maybe like 10 minutes, however you think that, how much time you need. And the oils and the warmth from your skin will kind of cook it and it'll set. Then you'll just wipe off the excess powder with a brush. So I'm just going to go into my mirror and get a better view of what I'm doing. Okay, so result. I guess my other advice would be when applying the loose powder, you want to be able to see it. So as you could see before, I went away and had a look in the mirror. It wasn't that visible. Now you can see I obviously I have quite a bit of a cokehead look to my face at the moment. Powder everywhere. Looks good. I'm going to now walk away, do a few other things, try and figure out what the hell I'm going to wear tonight, and then come back once I think it's been a good amount of time and go on to the next step. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so I'm back. I've just done my eyebrows looking nice, and I figured whilst I've got I just got a text message. Whilst I'm baking, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes. Good use of time. So I'm going to prime with my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. It's a little sample size, but these sample sizes, my God, I think I should just buy sample sizes. They last heaps. So this is the amount I'm using for one eye. Can you see this? It's very small. I'm just going to pop it on the lid and drag it up into the crease, as that's where the oil will be, and all my eyeshadow to last. I have sticky tape on just so I've got a bit of a sharper crease. It's just going to look a lot nicer, and I don't always have a steady hand when applying eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using a very special palette today. My God, I just realized. But it's sort of a newish product. Look at it. Isn't it pretty? It is the Violet Voss Pro eyeshadow in Holy Grail. I got this from Beauty Bay when it was first released. Makeup Social, I think someone linked it there, and I'd been considering it for a few weeks. I'd almost bought it off a girl selling it for like 120 bucks AUD, and this was on there for about, I think it was like 50 or 60 bucks, and I was like, oh, I have to get it straight away. So I did, and it did sell out, and I know a lot of girls missed out, and I feel bad for them. It's gorgeous. I seem to just get my grubby little makeup hands all over it, and it's all marked up now. It's just sort of like a texturized rubber feel. There seems to be, I think, tiny fibers in there, and it does unfortunately pick up makeup, so loose pigment, that type of thing. I'm just going to show you the inside of my beautiful, beautiful palette. So it's got that loose lid, which I hate, so look at that, but at least you can kind of bend it over, and it doesn't seem to stretch it or seem to cause a crease, so that's good. And it's got a mirror. Yeah, I don't think the mirror came with a plastic thing over it, because there was that plastic between the actual palette itself and the mirror, which I don't like, because I like to keep the plastic on the mirror because I never use it really. So this is the palette here. I really hope that my lighting does it justice. It is, whoa, dropping it. It is gorgeous. My favorite color would have to be just in this corner here. I do like the reds. Possibly Cranberry Splash. I did use it yesterday. I'm going to use it tonight. It's gorgeous, on fleek. I just love the name. The names are gorgeous, like Thanks a Latte, Pluff. I don't know what that means. That sounds almost bad. Hashtag's cool because it's like a terracotta orange color, which is useful. It's a useful color because it's, you know, kind of popular at the moment. Chill, how you doing? Cool Beans, Bash My Eyes, Brownie Points, Teddy Bear, Are You Kidding Me? That's cute. Glamping, that's cool too. So I'm going to do like a mix of, trying to remember what I wore yesterday. I went to Melbourne and I had a really good makeup look on and I matched my clothes to it. That was just a happy coincidence. So I'm going to try and match what I did yesterday. Far out, what was I wearing though? Anyway, so I think now the primer on my lids has set, it's not wet. I'm going to go ahead and use my Sigma Eye Shading E55 brush to apply the first colour straight onto the lids. And I think the colour I used was maybe a light brown. You know what? I'm just going to use So Jelly. It isn't a matte colour, but it's really pretty. It's like a pink, kind of got a metallic-y colour to it, like it's a vibe. Like it's sort of, no, it's more like a light peach with the pink on top. Oh, that's gorgeous. Straight away. So this is the colour that I'm using as my base. Dragged it probably just to about here, so it's right above the crease. My description of So Jelly, it's pretty, it's pink. The payoff is not consistent. I found that as I was putting it on, there's gaps. I can still see bloody gaps. Cranberry splash on the sides. And I'm going to go above the crease. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? And tonight we will be paying for our dinner though, which we would anyway. I'm just going to pick it up. It is a matte red and it does remind me of wine. And this one I'm going to use in the very corner here as a really dark colour to sort of go between the So Jelly and the cranberry splash. So you can see how pigmented it is. It's going onto the tape really well. So the lighter colours in this palette aren't as pigmented. I'm going to drag the colour into the corner here as well, like onto the actual lid, not just in the crease and sitting above the crease. Just a very pretty colour. I haven't stuck the sticky tape on too much because I'm baking underneath it and I don't want it to ruin my cooking. Colour here. It's a brown. I'm going to pop it on top and see how that goes. It might hopefully blend in. My latte colour, it's more of a clayey white. There's another white on there called Crystal, but it has got a slight amount of shimmer to it. I'm going to apply this above the eyeshadows. One thing I like about this is that these neutral colours here are really good for cleaning up mistakes. I just want to have a clear gap. They're pigmented but not overly pigmented, so you can, I recommend using a light hand, but straight away you can see, compare that side to that side. I've gone ahead and you can be really careful though, because it really does instantly fix up your makeup if you've gone over the wrong place and you maybe too sharp in one corner or whatever. If you've perfectly done it, then I'd be careful and maybe use a different white skin colour shade that you'd use, because this one is really strong. I just stabbed my palette. Off with the sticky tape. I'm using a lot of these. So I'm using the Garnier Micellar Water. It's taken me months and months to get to this much. Hey, I'm back. So this is the finished eye look. How pretty does it look? And with hazel eyes, I just find that the redder, pinker colours really make the green in my hazel pop. Oh my god, it looks so good. I wore this to Melbourne yesterday and I got home and I was like, why am I taking it off? Like, I was only in Melbourne for about 4 hours, so it seems such a waste. Anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and remove the excess powder. So I'm just going to use my new compact. Oh, what's this? Yeah, I just got this. Love it. And I'm going to use it as well. So I'm just using my fake NARS type brush that I got from eBay. And just gonna gently brush it away. So you can already see, like, I can see it's mostly gone anyway. It seems to have baked into my skin. That looks so good. And I really do like that Coty product. I just noticed as well, outside of the bake, you can see that there's a clash between the concealer and my actual foundation. So I've just got to really get that in check. So what I'm going to use is some RCMA No Color loose powder, and I'm just going to, my brush is wet. Use my fake artist brush, pick up some of that powder and just blend along the edges where I baked. So that is fixed. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my Becca Jaclyn Hill, what is this called? Champagne Collection Face Palette. I haven't used this sort of bronzer colour yet. I'm going to now give it a go. I'm going to use my usual Kit contour brush. I'm going to actually swatch this first. So it is a nice bronzy colour. You can, well, there's a difference in skin colour there. I'm going to pick it up and hope for the best. Champagne Pop, and also mix it with, what is the other one called? Pro Shadow Pop. I wonder if that's new. I'm going to use my, I just breathed in highlighter. My Zoeva 103 Defined Buffer in the Bamboo Collection. I'm just going to tap it in both and go above the cheekbones and up the sides a little bit, and then my nose. The reason I'm blending both is that I can't decide which one to use. I love Champagne Pop, but then at the same time I'm like, but what if I like the other one more? And I can't go without Champagne Pop, so blend them both out. It is a mineral blush. Oh, I didn't know it was mineral. I usually hate mineral. And it's called Pamplemousse. And it's strange because there's no space between pample and mousse. I wonder if that's a typo. And actually, I'm just looking now. The colour that I use for the contour is a mineral blush as well. Is that colour. I used it yesterday and I've got to say, very flattering for my skin tone. Okay, so now I've got some RCMA, just loose, no colour powder. I'm going to go over the top of everything. One last blend. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my setting spray. So Makeup Forever Mist and Fix number 2. And in terms of the lip, I'm going to use my Lipstick Queen Frog Prince, and I'm going to use it when I get into the car. So until then, nude lips, because I'm probably going to drink water because I'm driving. Anyway, so this is the finished makeup look. Thanks for getting ready with me. I'm going to now try and put on my outfit and go through the whole motion of, am I going to wear this tonight? Will it be warm enough? Is it going to rain? Thanks for watching. I'll see you for another video soon. Bye for now.